Hey everybody, welcome back to Runaway Roses. Today we're at the 2023 Eggs on the Hiawassee River Rally in Hiawassee, Georgia. And we are here with Shaun from the Snoozy Camper. And we'll have Shaun introduce himself and what he does for the Snoozy Camper.
Hey guys, how are you? My name's Shaun Palyok and I am the general manager of the Snoozy Camper. We've formerly known as Snoozy Campers, and we've been going roughly about 3 years now, and built a good many units, and got one here we'd like to show it to you.
We're going to take a walk around, check out the inside, the outside, talk about it. So let's get to it. Let's go check it out. All right, well, we're going to check out the Snoozy Camper. We're actually doing a follow-up to a video that we did 3 years ago, and at the same rally. So we're just going to take another look at the Snoozy Camper to see what's changed, and some things have, some things haven't, and it's a fantastic camper. And Shaun's just going to go over some of the details. So we're going to start on the business side and check it out.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I want to say something about the video. Thank you guys for all the, thank you too, especially for the video, because it was a great video for us. I think we're up to 700,000 likes or 700,000 views.
I don't even know. It's
like
a lot.
that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
A lot of people loving the Snoozy. So
yeah, never would have thought that would have happened. But yeah, thank you, and thank you guys for the comments and the questions. And if I can ever help, simply pick up the phone, call me, hit me up on our Facebook page or the website. But what we have here is we have a custom unit that we did. This is. We've had this one a little while. It's the same thing as what you would get today, but we did a vinyl wrap on it. Probably not something we want to do again, but there are vinyl companies that'll do wraps on them, stuff like this. We did this kind of for a special project. This was the first hunting and fishing edition that we did. We have a package that we sell for about 2,500 bucks. That is it's bigger tires, bigger wheels. The suspension, we take the axle and put it under the spring instead of it being on top of the spring, so that gives it a little bit more height. We got an aggressive tire that we put on there, and it lifts it up a little bit. This is for more of the person that has the trucks that are jacked up, kind of matching that look. But it does give you a lot more ground clearance. We have a pretty nice ground clearance on the standard unit, but this hunting and fishing edition, it actually takes it up 5.5 inches higher. So
and it's a little larger tire, correct?
Yeah.
So it's a what, 15?
15.
Okay.
With an aggressive 235 on it.
Okay.
And,
yeah.
I mean, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's sitting up pretty tall. It looks nice and off-roady and aggressive, and you know, something you take out, you know, out in the woods somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this one is equipped now. All the campers that we sell, all the Snoozy 2s and the Snoozy Camper going forward, will all have the hatch on each side. So you've got a hatch that'll fit a spare tire in. The other side, the battery box is right here, so you're a little limited on what you can put in.
Okay.
Your hot water heater's right there as well.
Yeah.
And it goes all the way across to the other side. I've got some of my junk in there.
That's a ton of storage in there.
It is.
Yeah.
Pop-ups. If you get the awnings, we have an awning on this one. We'll show you that. But anything you've got, you know, as long as you don't go crazy. The camper weighs about 2,300 pounds, and you've got a capacity of about 3,500 pounds. So you don't want to overload that. You want to stay at your capacity.
Right. You want to be safe about it.
But you never know.
You still have a lot of payload capacity there. So
yeah, you do.
That's good.
But there's a lot you can throw in there. This one, you'll have, generally we'll go ahead and put a cable outlet on the campers. Okay. This is your water fill. You've got a side for like if the park has water in the park, you'll have
city water connection.
Yep. Yeah. And then we've got a 25-gallon tank in here. It's actually a 27-gallon tank, but you don't really use the top of it, so we call it 25 gallons because that's where all the connections are.
25 gallons is a lot of water.
It is.
So that's pretty good, yeah.
This is an outdoor shower. Outdoor shower is basically a wand with a hot and cold nozzle, so if you've got to do anything out here, dishes, some people kind of frown on you know, taking a shower outside. But
well.
So this is where we'll mount the spare tire. It's kind of unusual to have it on this side. We've been doing it since we started. We put the tire up there, kind of out of the way, and you can get to take it with you, and you don't have to use your storage area anymore.
I think it looks good on the side, really. Again, gives it to that rugged look over here, and yeah.
A lot of the manufacturers will put them on the other side. We just wanted to be a little different. Plus, if you open the kitchen window and you open that out, you're going to have a tire directly in front of you. So we moved it over to this side because that's the bathroom. So you're not going to be doing anything with that right there.
It looks good. Now, as far as the camper goes, it comes with a graphic package. Is that right? Or?
There is a subtle graphics package that we put on. There's about 4 or 5 stickers on the side. We'll put some stuff, either the Wesco Trailer logo, because you know we are owned by Wesco Trailers.
Okay.
And we'll have some Snoozy stuff. Our website, SnoozyCamper.com, will be on there. And then there'll just be some very subtle graphics. It's kind of, we call it scallops, but it's just 2 pieces that are on the front and 2 pieces on the back. And then we have like a little flame that comes on the side. And it's gray, so it's a little bit darker gray than the shell, but it is a graphics.
Now, if somebody orders one of these, can they order without the graphics?
Absolutely.
Because some people like to do their own thing or whatever they want to do. So.
We get that request a lot with no graphics.
Okay, yeah.
We have a really nice, shiny fiberglass outer. So a lot of people, the fiberglass guys,
it looks great. So
yeah, they want to show that off. So
That's
they don't put the graphics on there.
That's right. Cool. Very cool.
So on the back, you have a lot going. This is where we used to install a Fantastic fan or a Max Air fan, but we've only been installing the Max Air fan because it's so much better and it's a better value.
Really? Better fan, feel like?
Better fan, it's got more features.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And those things are tough. The globes are tough.
Okay.
They can take a licking. Our air conditioner, we have an 8,000 BTU unit.
Okay.
Back when we first started, I think we were using 6,000 BTU units.
Okay.
We started 8,000s. Some of the Florida people, some of the Texas people, they were complaining a little bit about the air conditioner kind of struggling.
And then that heat,
We put the 8Ks in, and we don't hear that anymore.
So 8,000 BTU, that's pretty strong. It keeps this camper nice and cool in there. I can vouch for that for sure. So, what else we got going on back here?
So this is the toilet door. This is, of course, I've got to find my keys.
So this is a cartridge toilet?
It's a cassette toilet.
You've
got a, the last video I had to look for my keys too.
That's all right.
So you have, it's a cassette. So you basically pull this out. One of the, I need to clarify for the rep for Thedford, it is more than 2 uses. I am the type of person that will clean this on 2 uses just because I want it out.
Right, sure.
You know,
clean it out.
This unit, it vents, it does all its own stuff. You don't really have to do anything with it. But once it gets full, it's 4.5 gallons. You would take that spout, push this button, and release.
It pours out. Yeah.
It releases whatever's in there. There's a little cap that goes on here too.
Okay.
We've never used this one, so it's just kind of.
I mean, 4.5 gallons. That's quite a bit. You could probably have 2 or 3 days, probably, I mean, depending on if you're one person or 2 people or whatever is in the camper. So 4.5 gallons.
$200 you get another one. So if you got 4.5 gallons and then something happens in the middle of the night,
that's a good point.
Slide it under there.
Yeah, you could have a backup.
Slide the other one in there and then deal with it in the morning.
That's cool. That's a good idea. I never even thought about that. That's great.
They make a thing called an Americanizer, which is a fitting that will go on to the cassette, and then a fitting that will go on to the sewer on the bottom of your campsite or if it's a dump station or whatever. To where it makes it super easy. And I think those things are $30 or $40.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about anything, any spillage or anything like that.
Right, yeah.
Cassette toilets are extremely easy to deal with.
That's what I've heard. I've never used one, but I know people love them that we know that have them. So
yeah, they're this one, you know, it's we're up in the air, so you can actually see the jacks and see how much of the jacks are there. But the 2 jacks that are on the rear are standard. The 2 jacks that are on the front are optional. You've got a tongue jack as well, so you can kind of work with the 2 jacks in the rear and the tongue jack, but I highly recommend getting the stabilizer jacks up front too. Yeah. Just because it's
always makes it a little more
stops
stable.
it from moving some more.
And these steps are just temporary, so you have other steps that you can put on there, right?
So this one was so high up in the air, we really don't have a step. Our step that we put on the regular unit, it comes with a receiver. It's a piece that we make, and it slides into a receiver. Okay. Like I said, this is an older one, so we haven't really welded anything on, but we've had this set of steps with this camper since we've been using it, and it's just it's a little bit higher. Yeah. If we had the welded step here, it would be about where this step is. Okay. And sometimes that's a little tall for people, so I bring these.
It depends, yeah.
But we're about,
to show it probably helps, yeah.
We're about 22 inches off the ground with this unit. A standard unit, we're about 16.5 inches off the ground. So there's a difference.
Yeah, for the off-road version, lifted version over just a standard regular height Snoozy. So One thing I do love about the Snoozys is the real wide door on the back.
28 inches.
28 inches. That's a big door.
Yeah, we a lot of people talk about that. We've got handicapped people.
Yeah.
You know, we've got people that have the want for a smaller camper, but probably need a bigger camper.
Yeah, but easier access in and out.
Yep,
so.
and they like it. We've done some, since you guys, we did the first video, we've done some things like on our door hinges, we put a friction hinge now.
Okay, nice.
So no matter
it
how
kind of
you
stops
open the
wherever,
door,
yeah.
it stops it, and it stops up to about a 25-mile-an-hour wind, so it's no more walking out the back porch, or the back door, and the door taking off.
Slinging open, yeah.
So it's that's one of the things that's happened. We will put a handle on here that's a bigger handle. It actually it mounts here and it mounts here and it folds into the door.
They get a little bit more of adjustment where you can grab it depending on
that, and it folds into the door, and then if somebody needs, especially the bigger unit, they can pull themselves into it.
Yeah, gotcha.
So pretty neat. LED lights. You'll have the LED brake lights, which are blinkers and marker lights, and brake lights. And then on the rear, you'll see a marker light, and that's for the DOT. Anything that's over 80 inches has to have a light for DOT, so that'll stay on. Kind of looks like a smiley face when you're going down the road at night.
Yeah. Yeah, cool, very cool. All right, well, let's walking around to the party side here. All right, we're on the party side, the main camping area side of the camper, so let's check that out. What's new out here?
So a lot of the same stuff as before. We have your hatch door on this side, so you've got access from both sides, and it goes all the way across. And I don't know if there's some junk in there. I've got some sales stuff in there, but I don't know if you can see all the way across. There's a tremendous amount of storage in there. It goes completely.
Huge. You can put fishing rods in there.
We got something for that too.
Yeah.
So part of the options, this is one of the options, this is the awning. This is the side awning. So it is a setup of 6x7.
Okay, nice.
We mount these fasteners to the camper.
Okay.
We mount a track to the camper, and the way you install it is you slide the fabric into the camper and then you set these poles up. It takes about 10 minutes. It's more, it's kind of like a bimini top on a boat.
Right.
You set one of those up. It's very similar to that. The company that we buy these from, they actually make a ton of those.
Do they? Okay.
So Atlantic Coast Canvas out of Lexington, South Carolina. That's what we use. They're great people. This is actually sunbrella material.
So yeah, that's fantastic material.
So this has a 10-year warranty on it.
Yeah.
We hadn't had any customers break them, but Atlantic Coast Canvas is such a great place to deal with. If any of the bars or any of the things happen, what we've had to deal with is people losing these little guys right here. So I tell them to put them in the little stirrup on the outside of the shell and don't touch them, leave them.
Yeah.
So you always know where they are. We also have an awning for the rear. I don't have this unit set up with that, but you know, you can add that. The awning for the rear is a 3x6 unit, so it's kind of the same setup. It's just a little bit different shape.
Okay. I love this awning. Now, the awning is new to me, seeing it out here, and I really like that. I mean, just having a place to have some shade.
Yep. Pull a table right up to you.
You know,
I mean,
that's almost a requirement.
Yeah.
You know, for some people. It is for me. If we're going to be out camping and be out in the blazing heat, you got to have a little place for some shade, and this works perfect. I love Sunbrella makes fantastic material.
So it's pretty sturdy too. You know, every once in a while I've got a couple of 2.5-gallon buckets. I'll put water in them and put the lids on them, and I'll hang them from each side. You know, it just depends on what the weather's like outside.
Yeah.
Now, this one's equipped with.
Is that light new? I'm sorry. Is that light new? Because I don't remember seeing that on there.
So you can get, that's called a courtesy light, and we put it on our pricing sheet. You can get up to, most people only get one, and it's right at the back door.
Okay.
But you can actually, we can put 4. We can put them all the way around the camper. We can also put them on different switches.
Okay, that's great. Yeah.
These 2 are on a switch, and then there's also one on the front of this camper, and it's on a switch, so I can separate it.
Yeah.
And it's off the 12-volt side, so I don't have to be hooked to shore power to do that. So if you need light to light your way, or if you need help hooking up, or coming and going, or whatever you're doing, you can set the front up. So we've really learned a lot about lighting and trying to get the customer the best, I guess, the best sight to where they can see what they're doing.
I always notice outdoor lighting on campers because I've just over the years kind of come to realize, if you get in at night and it's dark, it doesn't even have to be late, and you're camping in the winter, you get in at 6:30 and it's dark, and having some good exterior lighting, I personally really love. So I think that's a great option.
This particular one, they added the extra window.
Okay, I love the big window.
This is very popular. The bedroom window, you can do those on both sides. This particular unit has both of those windows on that side. You can also get one of those small windows in the bathroom, which this one has.
Oh, okay, cool.
We have an electrical outlet option that we'll put out here. We'll actually mount it on the back of the refrigerator wall, which is right here. So it'll be right in this area.
For the party side.
Yep,
That's perfect.
that's why.
Yeah.
Yep. And
That's right.
you know, there's nothing really more going on. I recommend that a lot of people, we have an option on the options list that'll give a gas shock for the window, and it uses the emergency portion of the window, and you pop the emergency latches and it pushes the window out and holds it out. I recommend you do that on the kitchen window, because if we were cooking or something and we're going to go set some stuff in, or we're going to set some food, either way, you can push the whole window out versus sliding it.
Yeah.
So there's a good $100 for that option. So it's a great
good
deal.
pass through window.
Oh, yeah.
Kinda,
Yep, absolutely.
Real quick, I just wanted to ask you about the trailer. Was it all galvanized or?
All galvanized trailer. The way Wesco does it is they basically build the trailer. They weld everything together. We've changed a bunch of that stuff through the years. We have added a couple more contact points since I think the last time you and I talked. We've got 18 contact points on the bottom of the trailer now. Where a bolt holds it to the trailer, it's not going anywhere.
Wow, no, it doesn't sound like it.
Our trailer's overkill. You know, it's we put a lifetime warranty on the trailer.
Nice.
Anything from the trailer down, the hubs, the springs, the shackles, the hardware for the axle, we can't cover that with a lifetime warranty.
Maintenance, you know.
But the frame itself, you're not going to tear the frame up.
Yeah.
So.
Fantastic.
And
Well, great. The outside looks awesome. Let's go inside and check out the inside.
Cool.
All right, we're inside the Snoozy, and Shaun's going to talk us through the kitchen and through the whole thing. So we're starting out the door, so talk us through it here, Shaun.
All right, so when you walk in the camper, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to turn on the 12-volt switch. This turns on all the DC power or the 12-volt power, the power that's working off the battery. Flip that switch on, and if there is a second switch on here, this is for your outside lights. This particular one has other switches too, because we have more than one outside light, but this switch right here controls that light right there.
Okay,
And
nice.
it also controls that one. Now I have another switch that controls the one in the front. But your 8,000 BTU units right here, you've got a tremendous amount of room right here for any type of cooktop or something that you may need. There's a GFI outlet right here on the side that you can use to plug in.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Just for the perfect spot for the coffee maker.
Yep. The sink is going to be turned a little bit different. Like I said, this is an older unit, so the sink is actually turned where the faucet is right here. So this is how the older ones were, and this is how we did them until we realized that it actually works better to slide them the other way. You've got a refrigerator, which is a normal, this is just a normal 110 refrigerator, dorm style refrigerator. Usually when you get to a campsite, it takes about 20-30 minutes for this thing to get cool. We have a normal 700 watt microwave that you can get from Lowe's or Home Depot. And all the appliances that are in this camper can pretty much come from Lowe's or Home Depot, with the exception of the toilet. The toilet is an RV toilet. We use a Thetford model 223, and it is a cassette toilet. So there's a good bit of room in here. It's actually higher up off the ground than some of the other ones.
So we've got a full wet bath here.
Yep.
So as you can see, there's a fan is on the back side of the wet bath with the light that exhausts out the back, as well as the window Shaun was talking about.
And then now the pans, the shower pan is actually white because we have more than one gel coat. I guess we can do more than one color in gel coat now.
Okay,
so
cool.
The tub pan, I guess, is going to be white, and so it kind of matches a little bit. Our bathroom has a lockable, so when you're in transit, you're going to lock this door to where it doesn't move. You move that barrel bolt, now your door closes. On the inside, we also have a shower curtain with pockets in it, so you can put stuff in.
Oh, cool.
But that will be on the back side of the door.
Oh, that's a great idea.
That's a standard window, and then this window right here is a standard window. But everything else in this camper, those are all optional windows. The couch, this is a little bit older unit, like I said again. But this will have some sort of fold down on all the couches. So the couch now, the fold down is actually a little bit skinnier. It's this way, but you've got a couch that is gonna accommodate somebody that's about 5'4" by 36, because this thing will fold down.
Yeah, it's a big couch.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold the couch out for you. We use a jackknife couch, which is generally they're about 64 inches, so you've got a good bit of width, but very simple to deal with. This is on top. If you look at this, this is actually the water. This is where the water tank is, the fresh water tank. There's some storage right here as well, but that's why we build the couch on top of this box.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
We had a lot of people ask if we can do dinettes and stuff like that. I'm sure it can be done, but the water tank takes up almost all that room right there, so that's why this is there. But you've got a pretty decent sized bed right here.
It really is, yeah. You could have 2 smaller kids sleep there, or easily 1 full adult, you know.
This being a jackknife couch, it doesn't have to come off the wall very far. It actually, there's an eccentric in there, and the way it works is the rear kind of slides into the bottom, so it makes it really easy to work with and really easy to do. The mattress is a queen size mattress. It is cut in the corners. The front corners are cut a little bit, and then it's shaved to match the wall. You see the mattress, we use every ounce of space that this thing leaves.
Yeah.
There's part of some underbed storage too, so you've got stuff that you want to keep out.
Oh, that's nice.
This one right here, we make this one to where it goes in and out, to where you can grab stuff from down in the bottom.
Okay.
In the battery, but you can also go through
through underneath there.
Yeah, that gets you into that huge storage area that's under there as well.
Okay.
A lot of people want to know about storage. A lot of people ask how much storage this thing has. You've got storage that a lot of people don't know about, plus you've got storage under that.
Yeah, you can put a lot underneath that bed.
And the entertainment shelves, we'll do these. You'll have these on both sides. That's on the price sheet, and it's on all the information, the literature. But that's what that is. That's an entertainment shelf. Mm-hmm. So it's just a kind of a how you wanted to do things.
Yeah, there's a lot of countertop space over there.
This is the other side. So you've got 2 standard outlets on the countertop. You've got the one that's right there, which is on the microwave circuit, and then this is another one. There's 4 circuits in the camper, so you'll have the 2 outlets that you can use. We can also add another one, which I have added one to this camper, and we've got the heater in it right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it down there.
So you don't need much heat in this guy. It being an all-electric unit, you're going to have an electric heater. So it just really depends on if you want to. We give you a 1500 and 750 watt heater when you buy the camper, but most of the time you're never gonna use it on high, because it'll run you out of here.
It'll burn you up.
Yeah, the thermal on this thing is pretty good.
And you got a lot of storage down there.
There's storage everywhere.
There's a lot of storage down there.
And then you've got drawers that have stuff all in them as well.
Nice. And these cabinets, what is that made of?
This is red oak.
Okay.
So we do, and it's all 1/2-inch red oak. Everything's hand built. We have a company that we work with that sends us the cabinets in kind of a flat style, almost like Lego pieces. Then we put everything together.
Okay.
We lacquer them, and then we put them into the camper. We can also do a maple cabinet, which is a little bit lighter color. Some people want the more modern stuff. To me, there's nothing like the red oak, because the red oak has the grain. You can see it. Gives you that really nice cabin feel.
Yeah,
So
it's beautiful wood. It really is.
Yeah, our cabinet guys, they're pretty good, and they pay attention to a lot of things that the other manufacturers don't pay attention to. It's funny, because I'll see one of our cabinet guys all the time. I see him go pick a piece out, and then I see him go hold it to another piece, and I'm always asking him, like, what are you doing? He's actually matching the grains from the 2 pieces of wood. So if you look at the grain, and then you look at the other piece, I mean, it says something for a cabinet guy to go through and actually pick out the stuff.
Yeah, match it up, make it look right, make the grains look similar, and that's a good cabinet guy for sure.
Yeah, this is like I said earlier, I greatly appreciate you guys, showing us or giving us the love and showing the camper from before. We've been rocking and rolling. We've got a lot more to come. We're going to continue to keep building a great unit. And hopefully we can sell a whole bunch more.
That's right.
So
yeah, there's a bunch of new ones here at the rally, newer ones, and everybody's loving them, enjoying them.
Yep, my favorite thing to do is to go to the rally when I first get there and drive around a little bit, and you see all the variety of campers. But when I see a bunch of campers that I built, it's or our crew built, I can't take all the credit for it, but I certainly puts a smile on my face.
Well, that about wraps it up for the Snoozy. So check out Snoozy Camper, the Snoozy Camper, and call Shaun if you got questions. Shaun, we appreciate you taking time to do a walk around with us today and do a follow-up 3 years later. It's pretty awesome. Check it out.
Thank you guys. I mean, the thanks is with y'all, because I mean, you know, this I never would have realized that, or never would have known that video would have been seen that many times. And I greatly appreciate what you guys do, and hopefully I get to see you again. I'm in a little bit more of a sales role now than kind of watching the plant and watching everything.
Yeah.
So you're going to start seeing me at some of the rallies. You're going to start seeing me at the shows. We're kind of taking a little bit different. I've got somebody to help me at the plant now, so I don't have to worry about everything that's going on at the plant.
That's good.
I can go out and focus on getting people in Snoozys.
That's
so
right.
That's what we're doing.
That's what it's all about. get some Snoozys out there.
That's right. Thank
Shaun,
you guys.
appreciate it.
I appreciate it too,
everybody.
man. Thank you.
And we'll definitely see you around.
Yep.
See you next time on
you guys
Runaway
later.
Roses. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.